seek spiritual empowerment, seek universe, seek higher purpose in life. Know what your talents are. Know how you make other people feel. Know what your true values are. Be self-aware about yourself. Know your heart. Know your heart. Hi guys, welcome to another episode. I am super excited to be doing this. I think I'm getting my flow, I'm getting my vibe, and I'm loving the process. Loving the vlogging thing that I've started. You tell me if you're liking it too. Again, I really want you guys to know me for who I am. How do I bring mindfulness in my life? And how do I bring empowerment in my life? Talking about empowerment. Empowerment is when you are feeling in control of your life. It could be professionally, it could be personally. Professionally, if I say your career is going great, you're earning great, you feel stable there. Personally, you've got great set of friends, you have a partner that brings comfort and safety to you. Then comes spiritual empowerment. There's a very fine difference between these two. Again, you're feeling empowered both ways. But when it comes to spiritual empowerment, you go deeper. You try to know yourself so much more. So when things are on the surface, you have the best career, you are earning great, but at the same time, if you feel your heart doesn't belong there, there's a gut feeling that's crying and it's making you feel so sad, you feel like you don't belong there. In spiritual empowerment, you know exactly what your purpose is in life. You are rooted in your inner beliefs and you know there's a higher power and a higher purpose for you. When you are driven by purpose, you are spiritually aligned and spiritually empowered. I'll give you an example because we're talking about the workspace. I had a beautiful job, a beautiful corporate job. I was doing great work. It was in project management, great team, such supportive team. I feel blessed that I had that experience in my corporate life. A lot of people not get that experience which I did. So each day I know I'm so grateful for that company and the work and the projects that I handled. But while going there each day in that 9 to 5, my heart felt like it doesn't belong there. I would cry each day. Trust me, and I would also listen to this song, Kun Faya Kun. It would make me cry each day. Every time during the lunchtime, I would just go for a brisk walk, listen to that song, and I would be crying because in my heart I just knew that I know the money is good and it's increasing. On the surface everything looks perfect. You know, I have a great job, a great team, a great future ahead in this beautiful job. But my heart sank every time I would wake up in the morning and then go to work because I don't belong here. That's when I decided to just take the leap of faith and dive into the unknown. And I've had my years of being in the unknown, and only lately now with the content creation I realized it brings so much joy in my heart. If you compare financially, whatever I was earning, I've not even reached 50% of that right now. But still I know what I'm building because I know there's a higher purpose to me in my life. I feel spiritually empowered. I know what I'm building right now. I have taken the leap and I've trusted myself to be in the unknown and create something from the unknown. I had zero idea when I was leaving my job what I was going to do next. Zero idea. But I knew that I had to push myself because I was getting very comfortable here. A lot, and I'm not saying you should do that. Please. I didn't have any responsibility. That's why I did it. I didn't have responsibility and I was like too naive at that time. I was early in my 20s. But I'm so glad I did that time because if it were to happen today, like if my heart told me today, I would have thought about a lot of responsibilities and my future and so much. I don't think I would be able to do it right now, but I'm just so glad that I did that. And not saying I'm not facing issues when it comes to finances. Because I want to be financially independent and I'm not that. I'm building that, but I know there's a trust, and also I know my family supporting me. So I feel blessed to have that. So if you are going to, just don't please jump in like quit your job. No. Okay, no. You have so much options to explore now. You know, with all the content creation, you can be in your 9 to 5 and still create content. At that time, content creation was not a buzz. It was only few people made their mark, they were doing it, and they were doing fabulous job. Even like till date, you see their work, and dude, they are the OGs. You know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say is, if there's a difference between empowerment and spiritual empowerment, even in terms of if you are in a relation. On the surface, it looks beautiful, but deep in your heart, the relation is not from God. When you are facing issues, you seek God, guidance, faith. When you are just empowered and you're facing issues, you just want to rectify it on a very base level. Okay, this is the issue, how can I tackle it? All done. You don't look deep within. So you're empowered based on the external factors. Okay, this was not happening, I made it happen, I feel empowered that I did that. Spiritual empowerment, you go deeper than that and seek God's guidance, faith, higher purpose, higher power. I didn't realize I was spiritually empowered. I trust in His work, I trust in His timings. I know things will align, and only what's true for me will come to me. What's leaving is because something, situations, people, circumstance don't belong in my future. I have a higher purpose in life. And if you are spiritually aligned, there's a higher purpose to you and your life. That gives a lot of sanity within your body. You could be empowered, handling everything on the surface related to work, or related to your relations, your marriage, friendship. Even if there's an argument, you know how to handle it. Everything is sorted. You sort it out, but only on the surface level. You never question God's guidance. You never question or seek God's guidance. You just want things to get better, keep flowing. You dive deeper in every circumstance. Why did this happen? God, what are you trying to teach me? Are you testing me? How can I keep rising above? Show me where I need to be, or show me where I need to work on. Show me. If you're testing me, I want to pass the test. I want to trust you. I want to trust you that I know you are creating me. With every failure that I get, I know you are creating me. You are building me. Using mistakes as lessons that I can learn from and grow from. That's what I said about my work. I felt I wanted to be spiritually empowered. My heart kept saying that I don't belong there. And anywhere I go and whatever I do, if it's not in alignment with my higher purpose, it's so easy to be in the noise, be around 1,000 people and not listen to your voice. Try to avoid your voice. Heart is screaming to you like, hey, listen to me. But you don't want to feel that discomfort. You want to feel empowered. You go and maybe meet your friends. You get distracted. So the entire motive for you was to just feel empowered that way and feel happiness. Instead, when your heart was saying, the gut was saying, hey, listen to me, I'm trying to grab your attention, listen to me. But it's very hard to listen to the gut, right? Doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. What you do is like, I want to get distracted right now, let me just go out and either party, go out and meet my friends, let me just be distracted in my life. Realize, when a lot of people during their 30s or their 40s, maybe 50s, they go into spirituality because they realize, being superficial, having lots of friends doesn't mean your heart feels fulfilled. Fulfillment of the heart is the word. You should feel fulfilled in what you do, who you are with, in a group or with just one person. You should feel fulfilled in your heart, in your relation, in your friendship, in your work. Your heart should feel content and fulfilled, which you can only get when you are spiritually aligned, when you meditate, when you journal, when you're self-aware about yourself, self-aware about your growth. When you know what your passion is, when you try to dive into what your higher purpose is in life, that's when your heart feels at ease. If I say something about myself, when I was in that beautiful job, my heart didn't feel fulfilled. But I was earning, I had something. Even if there was less work, I was still getting money. You know what I'm saying? This was stable. This is where majority goes. To take that leap. I'm so committed to my future and myself. I know what I want. My heart has been telling, my heart was screaming. That's why I would cry each day. My heart doesn't cry. My heart feels fulfilled just to see my entire journey. You ask yourself this question: is your heart feeling fulfilled? Is your heart feeling fly? I know you have a lot of responsibilities. Don't quit on anything, but let things be in alignment with your heart. For that, know your heart, know yourself, know your values. Believe in God, meditate. Go sit alone, sit with yourself, spend time alone. I'm so glad I was this introvert girl. I spent majority of my time with myself, and even though I know I felt so lonely, at least I was used to being by myself. I Eventually, when self-love came in my life, I am my best friend. I know how to make myself happy. But I'm not saying you should need anybody. I'll tell you what, you need people, but only when they again make your heart feel fulfilled. I have such beautiful friendships in my life. I have only quality people in my life, not quantity. I don't equate having a lot of friends with having quality friends. I'm so satisfied. I know they have my back, and I'll share this with you. Again, I've mentioned that I'm going through this recoup phase. I was not feeling empowered. I knew that I felt very lost. Like 2 weeks back, my best friend came to celebrate my birthday. On my birthday, I wanted to be by myself. That's a Saturday night. We went to this place. We drank. We had so much fun. It was just the two of us. Again, heartfelt conversation. It felt so good. And then the next day, she had planned a surprise for me. We were painting. I had to spend those 24 hours with her. By the time she left, I felt myself. I didn't know I needed that. She did. She knew what I was going through, and she told me, you don't have to deal with it alone, Drishti. That's what friendship is. Knowing what your friend wants, even if she didn't say it, And then those are the friendships I'm so proud of, and so I feel my heart feels fulfilled. I've lost a lot of friends. I never regret losing friends. I never do. I always know they're leaving my life for the best, because they don't belong in my future and the present. And what I have, the collective friends. Okay, but all I'm trying to say is seek spiritual empowerment. Listen to God, seek God's guidance. Go meditate each day. Be with yourself at least for 5 minutes. Can you not even do that? Is that too much that you need either phone or distraction to be and sit with yourself? What are you doing in your life? Journal, meditate, pray to God, and build that faith in God, not again on a superficial level. If you're facing difficulties, there's God's presence in there. There's God's guidance in there. Even if something is ending, God is still there to hold you and giving you guidance, strength, courage to keep moving on. That is what having faith means. Having faith even when things are not showing up the way you want it to be. Believing in God's timing, believing in a higher purpose, and believing in a higher power, God or universe, however you like to describe it. But there's a higher energy. It's a point of light, if I talk in that way, and I still have a lot of journey to even experience that. But when you meditate, you just know you're getting closer to God. You allow the portal and the energies from the universe to come to you, and there's so much of strength and lightness and so much of love. God loves you, universe loves you a lot. So whatever your difficulties you're facing, maybe it's the job that you do desire, but it's not coming your way, you again know there's a purpose behind it. It is your test, and also God wants you to maybe get something better. And I know a lot of people who look successful on the outside. They have this home, the car, the relation, the money. Their heart still feels so sad. Again, and they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to the heart. They're going to distract themselves by buying 1,000 other things. I'm going to keep spending my money instead of just going inside and facing the truth. Your heart doesn't feel fulfilled. Seek God so that even if you have nothing, you still feel successful. I'm not saying don't have anything. I don't want to sound let's not be materialistic. I am too materialistic. I do desire material wealth. I do desire it, but not at the cost of my heart, my values, my purpose, and God's plan. No, God's plan in whatever you're doing, there's God's plan. God can see the higher picture. God knows the entire story. God knows. You're just looking at you because you are in this particular phase of your life. You can only look here, or you can judge the past, but you don't know what your future holds, because again, that's the unknown. I'm gonna wrap this up. You could be empowered and still not feel fulfilled in your life. Seek spiritual empowerment, seek universe, seek higher purpose in life. Know what your talents are, know how you make other people feel, know what your true values are. Be self-aware about yourself. Know your heart. On the surface, if you want to look amazing, wear best of clothes and show that you have the perfect life on Instagram, do that. But you know deep down, you know in your heart what you feel. It's not what you show to the outer world. It's what you feel inside. You can't escape yourself. You can't escape your heart. You can't escape it. Stop proving and trying to impress other people. Impress yourself. Ask yourself, what does my heart desire? When I am with people, how do I feel? And how do I actually want to feel? That's going to help you know where is the gap and how you can build on the gap. When you're at your work, ask yourself, does my heart feel fulfilled? If not, what can I do? How can I still seek guidance in this work that I do? How can I make this into my purpose so that every day when I show up for work, I show up at my best self, and what I do for work, I do it with my heart. Because just ask yourself these 3 questions. First, what are the things that make me feel most alive? What are the things that make me feel most alive? Second, when do I feel most at peace and content in my life? And the last question, what are the things that I would regret not doing or becoming in this lifetime? These 3 questions will help you really reflect on yourself and who you are and what you're trying to become. I'm going to see you guys the next time. Be spiritually empowered, not just empowered. Let God in, let universe into your life. There is a higher purpose that you have and you must deliver. Bye.